Getting likenesses just right has been a challenge for me since I could pick up a pencil. There are so many ways one can go about making sure their art looks like the subject. Some use the grid method, which I use on occasion. But since I'm impatient, it's hard for me to do all the prep that goes with that method. What's worked for me is constant looking back and forth. I know, that's what we all do. I mean, as artists, we look at the subject and then we look at what we're drawing. But what I mean is real quick looking back and forth as if you're flipping 2 frames in a piece of animation. When I do that, it's almost like animation, but backwards. What I'm going for is no movement. If something in my drawing moves, quote unquote, when looking back at the subject, I know something is off and needs correction. So I start drawing very lightly, all the construction lines and contours to get composition and proportions the way I want it. Lately, I've been doing that in blue, like the old non-repro blue pencils of old. Then I start drawing details, very general, very broad. And this is where I start trying to get the likeness just right. When I start using regular pencils, I start with the darkest darks. I hadn't realized I'd been doing that before, but until I did this drawing. I can see positioning more easily this way. Looking back and forth, I can see where things move and where they don't, and I can make those corrections. I use my Apple Pencil to get proportions and angles correct, just like an artist would with a regular pencil. You know how you hold the pencil up in front of you and check and make sure that something measures the same or that the angles are correct. Value is also key. That's why I've started doing my drawings on gray. And for this drawing, I decided on a somewhat grainy pencil since the photo reference is grainy. I like that texture. Anyway, that's how I draw likeness in a nutshell.